Today, I'll be talking about the Next Light Novel Awards 2024, which was organized by Kimura, live streamed on YouTube on the February 23rd. Among the presenters were voice actors and actress, which includes Haruki Nishiya, the voice actress for Daya Irima from 86, Yuki Wahara, VA for Toru from Kobayashi Dragon Age, and Makoto Koichi, VA for Ryo Sonidori from Medalist, as well as Nick Masuzawa as the host event. Nominations votes have been selected on November last year and ended on December with a voting process of 148 votes. Without further ado, let's check out which top 10 novels are won and nominated. Starting with the real literature category, the results will surprise you. At number 10, Dungeon Crawler, dedicated to your idol, become the strongest explorer VTuber. This story is about an explorer turned dungeon VTuber uses his dungeon exploration skills to create unique and outrageous dishes for his favorite VTuber. This is like a chef serving food to a customer, but in a VTuber world, which has become the trend as of late. Number 9. If you say you don't love me, the former Demon King's daughter is happily being fed by a serious soldier. This is a fantasy romance where the protagonist is unconventional reaction to her husband that he will not love her. It presents a light-hearted and comedic romance with a twist, but adds a touch of fantasy and intrigue with the former Demon Lord element. 8th place, The Child of Ascodavia. This is a short story about a dark isekai where the protagonist finds himself in a harsh environment with limited resources and must rely on his wits and ambiguous powers of a dark world to survive. The contrast between healing and taking away suggests a morally brave protagonist and the mention of Asclepius, a god associated with medicine and healing, hints at a potential subversion of traditional fantasy tropes. Nevertheless, it looks like a simple, dark, one-shot fantasy that doesn't need much dragging into audience, which looks like a good recommendation. Other fantasy titles in this rankings took 7th place. Before the tutorial begins, there are a few things that I can do to prevent the destruction of the boss characters. 6th place, Sword, Magic, and the Academy World. In my previous life, I was a nerd, but in this life, I want to live freely and at the mercy of the wind. 5th place, we desperately avoided the Annihilation ending. The party became sick. 4th place, and so the boy runs through the labyrinth. In this classic fantasy adventure, our underdog hero embarks on a hilarious journey to rescue his sister, who has been trapped in a mysterious labyrinth filled with formidable challenges. Despite being underestimated by many, Earth's determination and courage to push him forward. Along the way, he is joined by skilled mage companions, adding depth and magical prowess to the quest. The mention of a mage companion suggests a classic fantasy party dynamic, and the emphasis on overcoming trials and tribulations hints at a story filled with action and suspense. 3rd place, the history of the kingdom of Oxen, how the barbaric Orc nation ended up putting down the peaceful Elven nation. This award-winning story focuses on the clash between two nations with vastly different cultures and unexpected alliance between their leaders. The mention of guns and magic suggests a unique blend of technology and fantasy elements, and the award-winning status and manga adaptation indicate a popular and well-received series. 2nd place, Bastard Swordsman. This slice of life isekai focuses on the protagonist who rejects the typical hero archetype. The story promises a relaxing and heartwarming narrative with a focus on everyday activities and simple pleasures. And finally, at 1st place, My Heart is an Old Man. This fantasy isekai focuses on a woman formerly a man, which used to be lonely, now became an elf woman, but still lonely and introverted. The story explores themes of loneliness, social anxiety, and the challenges of forming new relationships. The twisted yet classic description suggests a blend of familiar isekai tropes with a fresh and unconventional approach. Next is the Boom Cohort category, starting at number 10. The fun modern dungeon life of an ordinary explorer. The story presents a classic underdog to overpowered isekai another world. Story, a twist. The protagonist, Tadahito, starts as a seemingly ordinary person with a seemingly useless ability. However, as the story progresses, he discovers the true potential of his powers and transforms into an unstoppable force. Number 9. Okaku Akari, English title After School Paranormal Committee. Number 8. Reincarnated in the world of a Yuri game as a man who got sandwiched by Yuri. 7th place, I was reincarnated in a modern-day Omnoji family. This isekai story tells about Kyo is driven by regrets from his past life and aims to achieve both personal happiness and the ability to help others in his new life as an Omnoji. The story blends elements of fantasy with a slice-of-life approach, highlighting the protagonist's journey of growth and self-discovery. Nevertheless, it outlines a reincarnation story with a focus on self-improvement and fulfilling a desire for a more meaningful life. Worth the read if you're interested in exorcist stories. 6th place, The Rising of the Commoners Origin Officer beat up all the incompetent noble superiors, a reincarnated story of an imperial general that slaughters subordinates with the help from 3 silent assistants from the shadows. Interesting enough, this novel was recommended by Daisuke Aizawa. 5th place, Who Killed the Hero? This novel does not need introduction. 2nd place, Konorano series that has attracted readers with a detective fantasy-like style on who's the suspect of hero being killed. Surprisingly, placed in number 5 is quite very competitive. The 3rd volume was announced last year, so do wait for future developments. 4th place, a story about buying a classmate once a week. 3rd place, Sad News, a lower tier dungeon streamer from the aristocrat genre and intentionally keeps streaming and accidentally beat down fellow streamers. 2nd place, Witch and Mercenary. This popular fantasy lately has received a manga adaptation following its success in Volume 1. As of late, 5 volumes has been released and the 4th volume of the manga was out on January 8. Rumor has it that there will be an anime adaptation. I doubt it, however. And finally, at 1st place, Melody of the Boundary. This work is surprising me when it won 1st place, surprising the likes of Who Killed the Hero and other nominated works. The work presents a story of grief, healing, and the power of music. The protagonist, Kyo's kid, is struggling to cope with the loss of his partner and the dreams they shared. The unexpected return of Kat offers him a chance to reconnect with his passion and finds healing through their shared love of music. With the addition of the artist Lam from The Witch and Hound and Toshiya Miyata from the boy band Kiss My Feet 2, it thus offers a lovely connection about love and music with a bittersweet ending, suggesting that reunions is not a permanent one. Overall, this is the rankings and the winners of the Next Light Novel 2024 from Kimurano. I'm surprised that fan favorites like Carniades, Haruki Kuo's mastermind game, the author of Liar X Liar, didn't get much votes as other novels does. What do you think of it? Comment your thoughts below. See you next video. Until then, goodbye.